Okay. Well, guys. Now I would like to call on the podium to my next performer, and who's all set to क्या नाम है? Who's all set to uplat the podium through his sizzling performance. Just ladies and gentlemen, it is none other than and one and only Miss Achal. And Miss Achal, your topic is that is co-education good or bad?
Thank you, Ms. Nehal, for inviting me on this stage. I'm really privileged, honored to be here with such a dynamic personality. Hi guys, a very warm welcome, a good morning, a terrific good morning to all of you. Wow, what a smashing and enthusiastic atmosphere here it is. Nobody would believe if they hadn't seen it. I think it will be a great day with you all. Well guys, me Achal from Speakwell Institute. Today I'm here to make a short presentation about co-education. That is, co-education is good or bad. So if I frankly say that, then co-education is good. Why I can say like that? There are tons of reasons behind it. So let's start now. First of all, I want to tell you what is a co-education. What is the meaning of co-education? Co-education means where the girls and boys read together, eat together, play together, study together and solve any problem together. Apart from this, in co-education vernishes the difference between gender equality. In addition to this, in fundamental rights, it is applicable for everyone, like girls or boys, either girls or boys. What the girls and boys want to do, they can do easily, and there are equal responsibility of their family. Then it is necessary to them that they read in co-educational institute. In addition to this, in India was ruled by Britishers, and they make our society very backward, especially the girls and female backward. Then we will be advanced now and straightforward about them, and we give that much respect to the girl, that how much respect boys get. And you can take an example of Shruti Sharma, who qualify a IPS in this time, and she will be IPS, and she also read in a co-educational school, co-educational institute, and she get education on Delhi University. Apart from this, you can take an example of Rani Lakshmibai. She is also a girl, and she is taking education. She finishing from Tatya Topi, and she kicked all the Britishers out of the country. And you'd also take an example of Lata Mangeshkar. She is a girl, and she leave his studies in minimum 5 or 6 class. She have not her parents, but she am not his parents, but she do everything. She take a responsibility of their parents, their brothers and sisters. She have not that much study, but she have 6 degrees. So keeping this all points, I think co-education is good, and we improve the co-education. So if you have any question, then feel free to ask me.
You said that co-education is bad. For my point of view, co-education is bad. Why I'm saying that there are several reasons behind it. If you read in co-education institute, there are lots of dispensaries. The midsides are boys. They are making noise in the class. And if you read in co-education institute, there are many rape and cases in co-education institute. And you take the example of Priya Rai. They read in separate education institute. And the famous school of separate education school in Rampur, the AD Public School. And I firmly believe that separate education is better, because not any disturb in any sides of boys and girls. Girls and girls read together and boys to boys read together. That's better.
Well, Miss, whatever you mentioned in your argument, I partially agree with you. You said if we will learn in co-educational school, the boys are disturbing us, and hence the girls are also disturbing us. But in class, when the teachers are coming to teach the students, they are not disturbing any other. They are only concentrated on her study. And if the boys are disturbing, then the teacher is scold them, and in other hand they will rusticate the boys. And you said in separate school there was in co-educational school there was more rapist case. Miss, this is not a matter of only in school. If any girl was roaming here and there and moving on road, then it will also rapist case on that road. The boys are it is not only happened in co-educational school. And apart from this, in separate school, in separate school the boys are also like that. If the boys behavior is good among the girls, the boys never think any bad things about the girls. And the girls also in co-educational school, the boys and girls are reading. If they think that she is my brother, she is my friend, and she solve any problem easily. Yes, of course.
Miss, co-education makes a student fashionable. Apart from this, it's become a love affair and friendship. So what's your thing about that?
Well, Miss, you mentioned about love affair. But you know, there was more cases. It was cases in also separate school. If a boy in separate school, his manner, his characteristic, and his thinking. Listen me. Firstly, listen me. Firstly, listen me, Miss. Firstly, listen me. Whatever I mentioned. If a boy is read in separate school, his characteristic and his behavior and his thinking is not good, then he also he also fall in love. And you know, our parents who give us more and more money, invest more and more money for that our children will success in their life, they will be IS, IPS and everything. Then the girls and boys both are thinking. Firstly, listen me. The girls and boys also thinks about their family, that my family was investing more and more money for only studies, then they were concentrated on their studies.
Let ask me.
Well, Miss Ansari, as you mentioned that co-education is better, and from my point of view, you know that it can never be better, and because you know that also you may have seen that you may have heard that there are many cases in which the boys get suicided, the boys committed suicide because of that. Means in class, in class, if there will be any problem, if there may be any problem like related to girl, also if there is problem that if any student will be insulted, if any student would be insulted by the opposite gender, then he think that he should commit suicide. That is very midst of insulted of his life. Means things happen in the co-education system. Actually, that many COVID suicide cases we get seen. Means we need to we may have seen that many cases that in which the boys that the student get commit suicide due to insulted of opposite gender. So what do you think about this? Absolutely, it can absolutely if they will study in a separate school, then things will not happen.
Well, Mr. Whatever you mentioned in your argument, I partially agree with you. You said if somebody was insulted by opposite gender, but you know, in class there was the girls and boys are think that he is my brother and he is my also friend, and they solve their only any problem. And in my argument, I also mentioned that in separate problem, that is also, you know, now if somebody characteristic is not good, then she can do any bad work anywhere.
But I'm not talking about bad work. I'm listen.
Yes,
Miss
of course.
Ansari.
Okay, beta, have a seat. Well, nice.